Into bright, flat, and wonderfully colorful world of Toonville lived Clayton, made of cheerful orange clay. Clayton's days were simple and always the same. He'd wake up in his perfectly drawn house, greet the smiling, two-dimensional sun, and maybe chat with a talking mailbox. But one Tuesday, something was different. Tucked behind a row of perfectly painted trees, something shimmered. It wasn't flat. It wasn't drawn. It was a swirling, glittering doorway. A portal humming with a strange energy. Clayton had never seen anything like it. His clay heart thumped with a mix of fear and an undeniable pull of curiosity. What was on the other side? After a moment of hesitation, he took a deep breath, squeezed his eyes shut, and stepped through. The sensation was dizzying, like being pulled through a straw. When Clayton opened his eyes, everything had changed. He wasn't in Toonville anymore. He was standing on something soft and green, with tiny individual blades. Grass. He poked it, and it tickled. The sky wasn't a solid blue ceiling. It was vast and deep, with fluffy, three-dimensional clouds drifting lazily by. A bird, not a cartoon sketch, but a real feathered creature, chirped a complex melody that filled the air. This was the real world. Clayton was mesmerized. He wobbled over to a flower, a vibrant red rose. He could feel the velvety texture of its petals and smell its sweet, intoxicating scent. In his world, a flower was just a nice shape. Here, it was a living, breathing thing. He laughed, a squeaky clay sound, as he explored. He saw a shiny, metal object on wheels zoom past with a loud vroom. A car. He tried to poke it like he poked the grass, but it moved too fast. Everything was a source of wonder and hilarious confusion. He tried to lean against a wall, expecting the car to bounce back, but instead, he just smushed his face against the rough, cold brick. Ouch. His adventure took him into the heart of a bustling city. Towers of glass and steel stretched towards the endless sky. People, so many people, rushed everywhere. Their faces a mix of emotions Clayton had never seen before. They weren't just happy or sad. They were rebusi. Tired, thoughtful, and stressed. Clayton, with his bright orange body and cartoonish movements, stood out like a sore thumb. He tried to say hello to a woman rushing past, but she just gave him a bewildered look and hurried on. He saw a street performer juggling fire and, thinking it was a fun game, tried to join in by morphing his hands into funny shapes. This caused a bit of a scene, with people stopping, pointing, and pulling out their phones. For a moment, the attention was fun, but as the crowd grew, a strange feeling crept into Clayton's clay core. He was surrounded by people, yet he felt completely alone. These tall, complex beings didn't understand his simple Toonville wave or his happy bounce. He missed the easy comfort of his flat friends, the predictable rhythm of his world. The real world was amazing, but it wasn't home. Feeling homesick, Clayton wandered into a quiet park. He sat on a bench, his clay shoulders slumping. He fiddled with a small, smooth stone he had picked up. Its solid weight a strange comfort in his malleable hands. As he absent-mindedly tossed it in the air, he did a special little flip he always did back home when he was happy. The moment the stone completed the flip, the air in front of him began to shimmer. The portal. It was back. He realized the specific action, that little piece of home, was the key. A wave of relief washed over him. He looked around one last time, at the tall trees, the distant skyscrapers, and the setting sun, painting the real clouds in shades of orange and pink. He clutched a small stone tightly in his hand. With a final, nostalgic look, he gave a little wave to this incredible, chaotic, and beautiful world. Then, with a determined bounce, he leaped back through the shimmering doorway. He landed back on the familiar, flat ground of Toonville, the portal vanishing behind him. Everything was just as he'd left it, but now, sitting on his perfectly drawn shelf, was a small, gray, three-dimensional, Stone Secret souvenir from an unbelievable adventure. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed Clayton's journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more animated adventures. See you next time.